Starting this September, Texas law enforcement is cracking down on synthetic marijuana, a dangerous drug that's sending hundreds of Texans to the hospital. Known as K2, Kush, or Spice, synthetic marijuana is often packaged like candy and sold online and at gas stations. The old law was vague, and so police struggled to prosecute people who use it and sell it. K2 is not marijuana. It has an herbal base, which usually looks like dried, shredded plant leaves, and has been sprayed with chemicals meant to make someone feel like they're high on marijuana. But police and lawmakers say K2 is dangerous. Because it's synthetic, users never know exactly what they're buying. For example, Austin police have reported that some confiscated batches have traces of bug spray. Austin Police Lieutenant Frank Dixon says people that react badly to K2 are often violent, aggressive, and need to be restrained. A 2013 study by the University of South Florida found a link between synthetic marijuana use and strokes in adults who had otherwise been healthy. K2 seems to be on the rise in Texas. In 2014, almost 800 exposures to K2 were voluntarily reported to the Texas Poison Center Network. That's up from 464 in 2013. But if it's so dangerous, why hasn't Texas put a stop to it before now? In 2011, lawmakers banned K2, but that hasn't been very effective. The state only outlawed 5 groups or families of synthetic marijuana chemicals. If drug manufacturers wanted to evade prosecution, they just had to tweak one of the chemicals in the compound. They were still creating a dangerous synthetic drug, but the chemical compounds weren't on the ban list, so they weren't breaking the law. To solve this problem, Texas lawmakers worked with scientists to create a new law that uses a 3-component model. To be considered synthetic marijuana, the drug must have a chemical compound from each of 2 different lists of possible components and a link component that joins them. The law bans any substance that combines chemicals from the 3 lists of components. This makes 1,000 potential combinations illegal, much more than just the 5 chemical families captured by the first law. Here's what one of the bill's sponsors, Nacogdoches Republican Representative Travis Clardy, has to say about the law.
I think for the longest time we've been trying to catch bad rats with an old-style mousetrap. It really has been a situation where law enforcement and the legislature, we have been chasing our tails. We've been trying to catch up to this problem, but it's always been just out of reach. We think we finally solved the problem. I'm very confident in this approach.